Guys, welcome back to my crap, I forgot something. So I just stepped away real quick. I'm coming right back. But just a reminder, guys, if we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will be giving away $300. And since I'm coming back right now, I guess he can tell you more about it at the end of the video. But once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be giving away $300. But if we don't reach it, there will be a smaller prize we'll give away for all those who did show up and all those subscribers, you know, do watch the videos and show support. You guys leave likes and comments, and I appreciate that. So there will be a smaller giveaway, just not the $300. I know I'm such a bad guy, but still, I've made, you know, I set the parameters of the deal and I can change it. I mean, I still give away money. I can take it. There we go. Now I look smarter. Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. It's your man, me. I was gonna say it's your boy. I'm a man. I don't play those games. Hey, so I'm gonna take these off real quick. Hey, so I don't know why I grabbed it. My bad. That's on me. Sorry. Apologize. Reset. Let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel. That's Lilith. That's Loki. We all know them by now. If not, now you know them. So as you can see on the thumbnail for the YouTube, there is an individual sitting there. Well, obviously it's an interview. Did not plan this out. Okay, skip through this. So let's get into this. You guys saw the thumbnail, failed the interview. I'm gonna tell you my experience. So every day at lunchtime, I go right across the street to Schwabway. I don't want to say their name, who knows. And I get there, I order my sandwich. You know, I get what I get, go through the line, I sit down, and as I'm sitting there, I see this young girl sitting there. She has to be like maybe 16 to 18-ish. You can just kind of tell she's in the younger stages. What caught my attention is she had like fiery red hair, like fire engine red hair, like blam. So I just looked, I was like, okay, she's sitting there eating her sandwich. I like to look at my surroundings too. It's an old military thing I do. Make sure I watch, I see who's all in the building, my exits. Gotta know where they're at. So I see her, she's wearing a white t-shirt, she's wearing some jeans and some pink fluffy slippers. Basically, her outfit just says, hey, look at me real quick. And then you got your attention like, hey, I saw you, red hair, fluffy slippers, got it. Nice ensemble to come get Subway. I would do the same. I would have pink fluffy slippers and some fiery red hair if I could. All right, so what happened was, I go in there, I get my sandwich, start eating, eat my chips, my normal day. Then, I hear the manager come out. I know the manager, I know him from just experiencing him at the cash register. He's not a nice guy. He's really mean. He yelled at me one time. Not really mean to yell at me, but I couldn't understand him. A little bit foreign. So as he was going on, I was like, huh? Pay with app? He's like, come on, how you pay? I said, I'm gonna pay with the app. So I pulled out my Swoopway app, did a little bleep, got it, walked away. So this dude's not the nicest guy. So about 3 minutes into my meal, I realized that girl's not there to eat. She's just sitting there. Oh, however, she does have a bag of chips, so she technically is eating. So, she's eating a little bag of chips. The dude walks out, he's like, I got an interview! And I was looking around to see, who's he interviewing? Then it hit me. He's interviewing her. And she's sitting in the corner off by herself in one of the lower tables where you just kind of sit in, you scooch over, and everyone wants to be on the inside or on the outside, depending on like how you sit. So, she's sitting there waiting for him. He walks up, he's like, oh no, we sit over here. And so they go to one of the taller tables. Now, there's 2 chairs there, and so I even thought that she was going to get up and sit down, and he was going to take the seat right across from her, do a one-on-one, mano-a-mano, tell me about yourself, I'll tell you about me, kind of thing. This is Subway. Ooh, almost let it slip again. So, you know, he points out to the chair, like, hey, you sit here, that's your chair. She goes, she plops down, and I'm already thinking, this is bad. One, because he didn't sit. No, my friends, he did not. He stood. Now that's a power move. When you're in an interview and the person is across from you and you were just level with each other, looking right across from each other, that's something you do in an interview. All the interviews I've been in, even if there was no chairs, you would stand. If there was one chair, you would deny the chair, but I don't want to sit there. It's a power move. Maybe she's inexperienced in interviews. So that's why I wanted to come out here. I'm gonna get some tips. I'm not here just to slap her around a bit and get, oh, how dare you not know this? So she sits down. Now the elevation has changed. The ball's in his court. It's his store. Obviously, the ball's gonna be in his court either way. But still, things you gotta know. I mean, at that point in time, you really couldn't stand back up and be like, you know what? I'm not sitting, coach. So that's one of those things. However, she went in strong with like, well, tell me about yourself. I go to school. I'm like, okay, cool, she's a student. Maybe that's the thing. You know, maybe it's Bakersfield College, maybe it's high school. Maybe she's like, yeah, somewhere in between. Who knows? It's just that I go to school. He's like, for what? You know, school stuff? Not the greatest answer. What have you done before for work? Well, I used to do some, and a lot of this, a lot of moving around, a lot of looking around, looking for the answer. Should have practiced that a little bit beforehand. So, you know, one thing you want to do is have some work history. That's step one. That's tip one. Tip one, step one, whatever. It's a one. So have some work history lined up, guys. Not too hard. You can make shit up. However, don't get caught making shit up. You know, I'm like, you know, I used to work for NASA. And then when I worked for NASA, I do the countdown. I was the countdown guy. I'd be like, yo, ready, Freddy, 3, 2, well, what do you mean? Oh shit, they're not even in the damn aircraft yet. You don't want to get caught. Because a friend of mine, he's a really important person for a different company. I'll leave him out there. But even he knows that I bullshit sometimes during interviews. So it's getting kind of warm in here. My dog doesn't like it. She's moving around. So even he knows I'll do a little bit of fibbing. I had an interview with him one time, and he dug into me because he was sitting there. He was a third-party interview. He didn't do the interview himself. He had one of the managers interview me, but he sat there and he listened. He's like, He caught me in a lie. He's like, elaborate on this lie. And that's when he found out I didn't work for NASA. You know, I still got the job, but I couldn't do any countdowns at that job. Okay, so you never want to also, tip two, don't speak negatively about your previous job. So if you were a dog washer, like these dirty dogs behind me, and you're like, you know what? I used to be a dog groomer. Because you're going, let's say you're going to get a job as a dog groomer, but you used to be a dog washer. So hey, I can handle pets. I can take care of it. I'm really kind with customers. I always make sure the customer's always happy with the job I do. If the dog gets a little dirty between point A and point B, I rewash them again, put a little bow on there. Okay, you never speak negative. Man, I used to hate those dogs. They bit me all the time. I couldn't stand it. One dog just bit me right on my face. I couldn't do anything about it. I signed a waiver saying I wouldn't sue, but still, I hated it. I hated it. The company sucked. That person sucked. The boss sucked. The hairline of that one guy was receding. It was horrible. Horrible. All right. So let's not do that. Also, you guys, if you, we'll go with tip 3. This should have been tip 1, actually. Tip 3 should have been tip 1, but we'll call it 3. Wear nice clothing. So the young girl who went into this Schwubway walked in, like I said, a white t-shirt. It wasn't even a plain white t-shirt. It was, on the back, there was a giant logo. I couldn't really see what it was. And she tied it up in a way that you wouldn't want to wear to an interview. So it didn't fit properly because it was about 3 sizes too big. I mean, my shirt maybe is 3 sizes too small, but as you can see, it fits me. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on if you guys like dudes in tiny shirts. That's me right now. But this shirt was way too big, 3 times too big, to the point where she had to do that little knot in the back where they like roll it up and tie it up in the back or in the front. And it's just the way she had it. So I was thinking to myself, strike 1. Maybe that's why the interviewer didn't sit down, didn't take you seriously, because you didn't take the interview seriously. How do we know you didn't take the interview seriously? You wore cut jeans, like not even in the front, they're like sliced in the front, like you got into a fight with a chainsaw and lost kind of jeans, and then you brought pink fuzzy slippers. So I stepped back, I'm like, what if she didn't have the means to bring the clothing? What if this was the nicest clothing she had? Because they were some nice brand new pink slippers. So I took a step back. I thought about what about her aspect. Those pink slippers were really brand new, like brand new, spot on, super puffy, super pink. Like you can tell she just got them. I mean, she obviously didn't do a lot of walking in them because they were brand new, brand new. The shirt, crispy white. I'm talking brand new, off the hanger white. Like she got it from the dry cleaner's white. Like it was just nice, crispy. You can tell it was just spot on, no stains, nothing. The jeans look clean. They look, I wouldn't say like you know, flat and pressed and ironed, but they look clean. To go eat at a Schwubway? Maybe, yeah. I would see the person wearing it. I obviously saw her there. For an interview there, no. If that was my Schwubway, I definitely would not hire her, just for the fact that she didn't show the respect of coming in, you know, dressed nice. Oh, maybe do the last button up, be a little nerd. All right, cool. Boom, presentable. Do this, thuggish gangster. Sup? Presentable. My dog is breathing heavy. Thank you. So, I mean, you could have brought some better clothing. You could have brought some church clothing. A nice dress shirt, unisex dress shirt, man or woman, or anything in between, or elsewhere outside of the bubble of whatever you believe in. I support all. So, that, with the same jeans without holes in them, maybe. You know, shoes that aren't open-toed. I don't believe you want to go into a job interview with open-toed shoes. One, because you're working with food in this job, at that job specifically, and the manager probably doesn't want to see your feet about that job. Now, we already talked about not lying. So one of the first questions that he asked her was, what do you like to eat at Chubway? And the young lady was like, I like to eat the footlong. Like what? Which one? And that seemed to have baffled her. Like, she did not expect a question to follow her the question. Like, she's like, what? And then her back wasn't even turned to the sign. Like, the sign was in front of her. She had all the sandwiches to choose from. And she said, quote her, the one with bacon. Wow. The one with bacon. That's the one I would get. The entirety of the store was in front of her. Sweet onion chicken teriyaki, the meatball sub, the 6-inch meatball sub, the Philly Philadelphia, Philly cheesesteak, whatever. The one from Philly. The one from Philly, eh? That one. So, I mean, I felt bad about that, but that's kind of like, yeah, stupid a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much, because I probably would have did the same thing. I was nervous, nervous Nellies. Might have been her first interview. Anyways, she had obviously ordered food from before, because I said she was eating the bag of chips, or at least ordered the chips. So when he had said that, he hit her with another follow-up. I felt kind of bad because I felt like he was drilling her just a little too hard when it came to this aspect. He then said, how many Subway sandwiches can you name? And that seemed to have just crushed her, because she started to say like BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and that's all stuff they have there, but don't think that's an actual sandwich, because she's like BLT, and I'm not gonna lie, I really don't eat here that often, and that's another one you shouldn't have done. You shouldn't have done it, girl. I'm sorry. I was sitting there just watching you sink. You were on fire. You were like the Titanic. I was like a bigger Titanic next to you, but I didn't hit the iceberg because I saw ahead of you, and I was like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna go around that, because that just does not seem like a good place to be. Hold on one second. Let me turn this light on. Now it's brighter. Wow, makes a difference. Anyway, light's on now halfway through. If you're still around, 12 minutes in, thanks for being here. You're a champ, mate. Anyways, a little brighter now. Seems a little better. That was a rookie mistake on my end. Whatever. It's done now. I look directly at the light, so now I just see a big ring. Anyways, so shouldn't have did that. Another tip 4, guys. Tip 4. Research the company you're going to do the interview for. Like, one, if you're going to get a job at Tesla, I know it's a tiny Tesla. I got it. I didn't get it with my car, but I bought it online. It was really cheap. I got it for like $4. It's got a couple scratches on the side, a little pain. I also got this one from my old job. It's a tiny Tesla. As you can tell, I'm infatuated with them. I did apply there one time. They told me I was too good looking for the job. So, whatever. So, if you're going to get a job or an interview with Tesla, you got to know some stuff. One, like basic stuff. When did Tesla start? I don't know. I didn't, get an interview there. I applied, didn't get the interview. So, what I would do, go online to see when Elon Musk started Tesla, learn a little bit about Elon Musk, learn a little bit about all the cars they have there. I mean, it's not hard, guys. They have the Model S, the Roadster, the 3, the Y, the X, the Cybertruck, the little thingy, the ATV. I mean, it's not like I prepped for it, but still, I actually just like them. Stuff that you need to know about the job. I work in a situational position that I can't really tell you guys about right now. But I do internal investigations, some external investigations for a certain company. And when I went to go do this interview, I did my research on the company. I told them, hey, this is my ass. This is my ass. Huh. Look at it. There's nothing there. But this is what I'm good at. And this is how I can help your company. Your company's been around for this long. You guys didn't close during this blah blah blah. Whatever. You guys know the drill, but some of you don't. So just research the company. And one thing, don't ignore. This is tip 5, I believe. Tip 5. I'm not counting this one. I'm pointing, guys. This is tip 5. Don't ignore the social cues of the person who is interviewing you. Simple. So if I'm cracking a joke and I'm like, hey, I'm the interviewer, I just said a joke. No matter what it is, even if it's bad, like I just ate green eggs and ham this morning. Get it? Because we're in a Schwoobway with green eggs, green logo. No, you're not laughing? Okay, check. You suck. I don't like you no more. You laugh. It's a social cue. However, it goes in reverse too, that you don't want to pick up the negative social cues that you see the interview doing. Get out of here. See? Social cue. My doggy wants to go outside. I'll let her outside in one moment. You don't want to, okay, that one moment is now. 2 seconds. Too long, you have to stare at Loki in the dirty couch. That's the dog couch. I don't sit there. Anyways, don't pick up on those negative cues of the individual when, I don't know, the power move. He stayed up, she stood down, or she continued to sit, he stood up. Then he threw this in there halfway through. The chair was there, he just did this. All right now, in a really mean manner. So you can tell he was getting annoyed by the interview. And you know what? That wasn't very professional of him to throw his foot up there on the chair. It was one of those really high chairs. Like, it made no sense on why you would throw that. I have one of the higher chairs right there. I was gonna bring it too far. So you don't really want to see that. You don't want to see your interviewer getting upset, negative the comments back to you, or just like giving you that dirty look, like, yeah, I'm not hiring this person kind of look. All right, that's one of those cues. Another thing. Tip 6, now I'm doing this. I can't really point to my 6 because I don't have a 6 finger. Tip 6, don't show up late to the interview. I mean, unless it's a god-awful accident that just happened on the way there and there's no way you can avoid it, you give them a heads up, call them in advance. Another thing, you should know the number to the place you're having the interview. If not, we all have smartphones, diddly dial. And if you don't have a smartphone or have a phone or a graciously given to you Obama phone kind of thing, I don't know what to tell you. Write a letter, because it'll probably get there before you did since you showed up late. Don't show up late, because that's already going to piss them off. They're already looking at you like, you showed up late to the interview. We are obviously not going to hire you for this position because you don't even know how to be here on time. So simple as that. Simple. Another thing, tip 7, don't oversell yourself. So just going back to the reference of the fact that I spoke about NASA. I didn't work at NASA, but I surely did some security work there. I don't know. Tea and crumpets. You know what I mean. Don't overpitch yourself when it comes to overpitch. Don't overthrow, don't oversell yourself to a company that you know doesn't really care. Like, oh, I used to work in financial advising for the lawyer company here in town. Blah 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 blah. But you're applying at a Schwoobway, all right? Your sandwich skills are probably not as good as the lawyer behind you kind of thing. So don't up it. Don't keep reaching for something you don't have. That girl already gave it away when she said, like, I don't know much about this place. I don't even really eat here that much. All right, so she's already dug a deep grave. So I hope these like little tips that I had, these 7 tips, are really helpful, or at least kind of helpful, or at least just kind of funny how it all went down. Because like I can tell you right now, she didn't get the job. I sat there for about a good hour. I have a 45-minute lunch, so I was sitting there. I'm eating my sandwich. I was playing on my phone. I took the photo for the thumbnail. I felt kind of bad because I knew it was supposed to be. I'm just using her story as my lunch story now. But what actually ended up happening is, as soon as she completed the interview, she got up, she walked away, and he walked away, and the angle they weren't looking at each other. He turned around, she turned towards her table, and he just walked away shaking his head. Understandable, he's the manager. He knows he's not going to hire her. He didn't offer her the job. He just said simply, hey, we'll get in contact with you in 2 to 3 weeks. Walked away shaking his head into the back, his little back, prep area, closed the door. As she's walking out, she looked at me. She knew I sat there and I listened, and she's like, can you believe he asked me about sandwiches? That's so weird. And she walked out. Now, she didn't sound like that. I made that voice up because I just assume all 16, 17-year-old girls sound like that. She didn't say. She actually seemed a little more, knowledgeable. She's like, can you believe he asked me about that? Well, that's kind of weird. And she just walked out. However, literally during my same lunch break, another person comes walking in, dressed better, had a collared shirt, had some pants on. They weren't like slacks. They were like more of your in-between slacks and jeans. I would call them sleens. And she had some closed-toed shoes. Now, mind you, she had some cool little bracelets, about 15 on each hand. And, you know, a little bit of jingle, a little bit of jangle, just a little bit of everything. And she came in. She did not sit at the table. I think she's like, power move, I'm not sitting. Same situation happened, except she wasn't eating a bag of chips. She didn't eat while she was there, but she walked in. They spoke back and forth. She had mentioned that she worked at another Schwoobway before. She's like, yeah, you worked at another Schwoobway before this whole thing happened with this sickness and everyone got blah, and then they came back and now we're all working again. So yeah, she's like, I worked at a Schwoobway before. I've done this before. Asked about sandwiches. She's like, blah, 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 blah. Sandwiches? No, I know them sandwiches. She put on her big girl glasses. She's like, I got this shit, homie. Hook it up. So at the end of her interview, after being completely professional, dressed professionally, put on her big girl glasses. At the end of the interview, he actually offered her the job. I know this because I'm sitting there like a creeper, you know, drinking my drink, looking at her, like, and him, just like, whoa, Loki, whoa, like that. So I know she got the job mainly because he pulled out paperwork. She pulled out, you know, her social security card, the other card, writing down numbers, talking back and forth. And I'm sitting there like a creeper, just staring at him like, she got the job. Sometimes all it takes, guys, is just showing up, looking nice, and knowing what you're doing. However, you should just research this before, because then you would know what you were doing before you were doing it, right? He's right here now. He moved. There's his nose. All right, guys, I just want to tell you about my lunch break. It was supposed to be like a 4-minute story, but somehow it turned up to me helping you guys get a job. So yeah, some tips on how to get a job. Oh, by the way, if you're still watching this, there's still a chance to win $300 if we can get up to, I think it was 1,000 followers on the YouTube. If we don't get there, guys, and you're still watching this and we don't reach the 1,000 mark, I'm still going to give away some money at the end of the month. I'm not a bad guy. There goes Loki in his little hidey hole. So, yeah, I'll put that in the front of this video. It's way too far back here. No one pays attention to this back credits. Hi, no one watches this far. Bye. Oh, yeah.